Hey y'all, I'm Lynn Howard. Today we're going to talk about tools for character building. There is no one right tool to use when character building. Do what makes you happy, do what feels best for you, what feels right when utilizing different tools. I'm just going to show you a few methods I have used in the past. Feel free to find your own method, and if you have one that you'd love to let everybody else know about or me know about, put it down in the comments. One of the tools I've used the longest and the most often is the index card. You can buy pretty big packs of them anywhere for not much money at all. I always started out with the character's name. Sometimes it took some brainstorming. Then I would put across the top what kind of creature it was. In this case, Bob's a human. Then you want to start listing attributes. Maybe who they belong with, what family they're with, what they look like. You can put things like their favorite color, their favorite foods. These things may not make it into the book, but it helps better. It makes them more real not only to you, but to your readers as well. Then you want to continue this step on. You need to remember and then move on to each character. You know, Susie is his love interest, and she just happens to be a wolf shifter. Then just like you did with Bob, you want to list things like what they look like, what their inciting incident might have been. You might want to write down their favorite foods or favorite music. Again, same with Bob. You want it to seem as real in your head as possible so that you can write him real for your readers. Another tool is pretty basic. Just paper, a notebook, loose leaf paper, whatever you have on hand. Or if you're like me, hit those back to school sales and get yourself a stack of notebooks that you may or may not ever use. My nephew teases me that I have 1,000 notebooks and I need to find a use for them. But just like you did with the note cards, you want to write the character's name. You want to write who they are, what drives them through the story. Maybe the inciting incident, maybe the climax, maybe relationships, anything that is relevant to the story, to the character, or just in your head to help you get to know them better. You'll continue this all the way down or as much as you need. It may take more than one sheet of paper, and that's fine as long as it helps you. If you want to get really fancy, there are sheets that will help you build your characters. These are actual printables off of my website. They are free for you to use. I encourage you to use them. There are basic ones with just the most basic information, just maybe a summary of their character, some small relationships, things like that. But it'll still help you figure out who your character is and what's driving them in this story. As my writing has progressed, I've noticed I needed more details, so I created the detailed character building sheet. Again, this printable is available on my website, free for you to use. Print it out, fill it out on your computer if you want. But this has even more details: music, movie genres, favorite sports. Again, these things may not make it into your books, but it will help you make the character real in your head as well as the readers. And that is what we want when we're reading. We want to feel immersed in that story, and so does your reader. Another method I've used in the past is just opening a blank sheet and pretty much purging all my thoughts onto the screen. I tend to type faster than I handwrite, so sometimes when it's bombarding me from every angle, I type as fast as I can to get the information out. Again, we're going with Bob because, why not? But you want to include the same things you would on the other sheets. This is just another tool you can use if you don't want to sit and hand write out the notes, or if, like me, sometimes your brain is going too fast for your hands to keep up, type it out on the screen. It's easy. And ignore some of my spelling errors there. As you can see, there is no one right way. There are even more than I have listed. The printable worksheets are available on my website at www.lynnhowardbooks.com. Feel free to download them, put them on your computer, use them, fill them out as often as you need, print them out as often as you need. That's why I made them, is to help other writers. Don't forget, Shift in Priority is still available for pre-order. It is scheduled for release on September 25th. I will include the link for both Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but it will be available on the other sites as well, Kobo, Scribe, things like that. Just find your favorite outlet, check it out, hit pre-order. Until next time, bye! Say hi to YouTube.
Hey, what?
Whew, it's hot. Okay. I think I'd learn to turn my ringer off.